No, I think I'm think about it tonight, but I mean they're gonna play. Obviously, haven't thought through exactly how much, but they're definitely gonna play. We includes anybody as a starter on our team. We're gonna let them play, and we'll get them out of there, soon enough. But they need to play. Oh yeah, I think Joe is rounding into form. But I think it's good for him to get out there and play and get back in the game. And he's had some good practices, and had great practice today, and I'm sure he'll go out and play well.
The trade of Andy Lee, could you address whether what happened in the game Friday night with that tackle had anything to do with the trade?
No, that had nothing to do with it. No, not at all. I mean, obviously we've seen an opportunity to better our situation here for the future. I totally support our team as far as making those decisions. Again, it's probably unheard of to get a fourth round pick in that situation for a good player. And he'll go back to Carolina, and I'm sure he'll help that football team. But there's also some punters out there that we liked that we are going to put on our team to also give us a chance to still be successful in that area.
You get the timing makes it look like a little bit like positive.
Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't. I can guarantee everybody that wasn't it. Obviously, I was disappointed in what happened at that time, and I told him so. But that had nothing to do with the decision that we made yesterday.
In the experimenting and mixing and matching that you've done,
Mm-hmm.
I understand that's going to pay dividends in the long run, but do you think that has set you back a little bit in your development as a team?
Honestly, I don't know that it has. I don't know that it hasn't. I just, as I've said since day one, our heads down. We're just working, and we're going to continue. If we have to continue to mix and match, then we will. Hopefully, we'll trot out a team that we feel very comfortable with, that go play well. My job as a head coach is to make sure that we are in the best position to win offensively, defensively, and special teams. So if that means we have to keep doing that till we can make it right, then that's what we'll do. But I think I'm very comfortable with where we are. I know what we're doing and how we're doing it. I know what it may appear to look like, but I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about this team getting better over the course of this week and as we head into the regular season.
You've had two practices since Cougar, so at least you have a better idea who's going to be filling in for him.
Well, I mean, obviously the guys I mentioned yesterday, exactly who the starters are going to be. I mean, that will, be revealed obviously on Thursday night. But we have 4 candidates, that's going to go out there and play, and we're going to play them all, and give them opportunity to go out there and show what they can do. That's what the game's for, so guys can showcase their talent and ability. So we'll see exactly how that unfolds Thursday night.
How important is it for Josh Gordon to finish the preseason strong because of that suspension? And then what does he need to do during that 4 weeks so that he's able to go week 5?
Absolutely. I think it's really important. He's been off to a pretty good start. I mean, if you can score a touchdown a game and catch some long ones, that's pretty good. But no, he needs to stay in it. Obviously he won't be able to be out there with the team at practice, but he'll be able to be in the building, which I think is a huge plus, and we really appreciate the league allowing him to do that. So I think he'll be able to, kind of follow along with where we are and stay in it from that standpoint. And I think that's really all he can do. And just make sure he's on top of things and really understanding how we game plan, what our process is as far as getting ready for a game. He'll get a chance to see that firsthand.
You have a lot of wide receivers, obviously. Any thoughts of numbers you might end up with?
No, we haven't really gotten into that yet. I'm sure, myself and Sashi and Paul and Andrew will have that conversation here pretty soon. Some very talented young men in that room, and obviously all of them can't stay. So someone's going to get some really good players. But at the same time, I know we'll make sure that the guys we keep are the guys that we need to keep here that have a chance to help our football team.
Is it a point of emphasis for Robert this week to try to distribute the ball in different ways, and again, they're just kind of relying on the long ball?
Yeah, no, well, I'm not going to say, it's really important for him to distribute. I think it's really important just to run our offense, and I know what you're meaning, because last week, I mean, what it's been is long ball heaven here, but no, we do need to move the ball around a little bit. I think everybody knows we can throw it down the field, but I think there's a lot of other things we can do too, so we just got to continue to keep improving.
In coming months, what do you want to see from him in his last
just keep completing the ball. I think he was, 5 or 6 last week and had good completion a week before that. I mean, we know he knows how to complete the ball. It's just running our offense and understanding where the ball going, just understanding the National Football League game, just how fast it is and how things change and how defenses work. It's just the experience. He needs to get the experience, and he'll get the opportunity to play and probably play longer than he has this week all year. So that'll be important for him.
You talked about you're learning Josh Gordon. We talked about him needing to get in shape and
Mhm.
losing some weight, knocking rust off. To see him do what he did against a Pro Bowl corner the other night, what did you learn about him?
All those things you just mentioned, he's pretty close to being there. I think he's in better shape than he was. Obviously, he's lost weight. I mean, he looks like Josh. What I've learned is that he's a really good football player that can do a lot of different things. So again, he's just another tool that we're add to our arsenal once we get him back, and we'll continue to keep growing him. But I mean, I think you guys all know what he is. I do now, and looking forward to getting him back.
What would you like to see out of Corey going Thursday night, and then can he kind of fast track this to be where you need him to be week 1?
Yeah, I mean, he needs to go do it. I think he's getting back to the grind of it because he's been consistently in practice. So I think anytime a player can practice, I think it's the most important thing for young players. They need to practice in order to have a chance to play good. So he's been very consistent in practice. And, he needs to go out and play the game this week on Thursday and then prepare himself for next week, because, I mean, the intensity and how things are played in the National Football League in regular season much different than preseason. I think we all respect that. So he's got some big challenges ahead of himself, but I think he'll be up to the task.
We asked, Jim Brown weighed in on this yesterday. We asked a couple of your players about this today, but we haven't gotten a chance to ask you yet. How did you feel, or how do you feel about Colin Kaepernick making the statement by sitting during the national?
This Mary Kay, I don't, again, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and freedom of speech and all that. So I try not to get into any of that. Colin's on another team, and I'm really not supposed to even be commenting about a player on another team. So, what I'm trying to do is win a football game, and trying to get our team better. So, I mean, I know that's the big story that's going on, but I'd rather just kind of stay away from all that at this point.
Good. Can you give an idea of how many roster spots are up for grabs Thursday night, or in other specific positions you're keeping an eye on?
Well, I think I'm going to watch everything, along with our executive staff. I think, again, we're at this stage of trying to put our best team together. How many spots, what the numbers are, I'm not sure of that. But, obviously we all know there are some. There's 53 that we got to make sure that we have here. So we'll work at it, and we'll see how this thing shakes out. Thank you very much.